Hello everyone, in this video I'll be teaching you some of the basic commands in Vim. Now what is Vim? Well, Vim is a text editor or software that you use to edit text. It's similar to something like Google Docs or Microsoft Word. However, Vim has many core commands that you can use to jump around and edit text quickly. So in this video I'll be explaining some of them. Now, I'm using NeoVim right now, but you can also get Vim in programs such as VS Code or just the standalone terminal version, which I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, when you first open Vim, you'll see that your cursor is this block shape, and that's not the normal cursor you'll see. The normal cursor is, well, the line, as you can see right here. But in Vim, it's a block. Now, why is it a block? Well, as you can see down here, we are currently in something called normal mode. And normal just means that you can use commands, basically. So, there's three different modes in Vim. There's normal mode, there's insert mode, and there's also visual mode. And I'll talk about that in a second. But for now, we're gonna talk about just editing text. So, right now, if I start typing stuff, you can see I'm typing some stuff, but it's very random. I don't even know what I'm doing right there. But you do not want to be editing text in normal mode. Normal mode is used for commands only, and you can't actually type anything while you're in there. So what you want to do to type text is you want to press the I key for insert, I for insert. And then now, as you can see, the cursor turns into a line. So now I can type, hello, YouTube, and as you can see right now, I have typed this text. So now, let's say you want to go back to normal mode, where you can use some commands. Well, what you want to do is you want to press the escape key. Now, as you can see, it changes back to normal mode, and now my cursor is also a block. Now again, you can't type anything in normal mode, and if you want to type something else, you want to press the I key and type. Right? So I for insert, escape for normal. Now I'm going to be toggling between these modes pretty quickly, so just whenever you see my cursor as a block, you know I'm in insert mode, or I'm in normal mode, and whenever you see my cursor as a line, you know I'm in insert mode. Alright, so how do you move around in Vim? Well, let's say I want to jump to the Quora site here, never gonna give you up, right? So how would I get there? Well, basically, in Vim, you can go up and down using the keys J and K. So J makes you go down, and K makes you go up. As you can see, I'm going down, and I'm going up with the keys J and K. So let's say I'm at line 11 right now, never gonna give you up. Now, what if I want to move left and right? Well, you might have guessed it, you use the keys H and L to go left and right, respectively. So to go right, I'm pressing L right now, and to go left, I'm pressing H. So K for up, J for down, H for left, L for right. And you can move basically anywhere using just these four keys. Now, this does get a little bit tedious at times. Let's say I'm at line 11 right now, and I want to jump to up. Now that's at the very end, and I don't want to be pressing L that many times to get to the end. So what can I do? Well, the W key skips forward by words. W for word. And you can use W like that to skip forward. Now I am at up. Now what if I want to go back? Well, it's also pretty simple. You can remember that B, the button B, is for back. So pressing B will make you go back. W for jump forward in words, and B for going back. Alright. So, let's say I make some edits. I'm gonna say, oh no, I deleted some text. How do I get it back? Well, it's actually very simple in Vim. Usually you would use Ctrl Z, but that doesn't work. So what you would use is you would press the U key, U for undo. So U makes the text go back or undoes the text. And redo is Ctrl R. So Ctrl R redos your edits, and U undoes your edits. Right? So let's say I undo too far, I can press Ctrl R to redo all of that back. Now, as you saw before, I deleted text right here. So how did I delete text? Well, deleting text is actually also pretty simple. So if you press D, as you can see down here, there's a D character, which means that the previous letter you typed was a D. Now if I press D again, you can see the line just got deleted. So 2 Ds deletes an entire line. And you can use undo to undo your edits. Now what if you want to delete just a word? Or just to delete some text? Well, let's delete a word first. Deleting a word is done by DW. And it's pretty straightforward if you think about it. Because you're deleting a word. So you're deleting and your cursor is going forward by a word. So now DW deletes a word. Another word, another word. You can also combine it with other commands, such as DL deletes one letter to the right, or DK deletes one line to the top, and something like DB will delete backwards. Right? So now we know how to delete, but what about if you want to know how to copy and paste? Let's say I want to copy this chorus multiple times. Well, as I was talking before, there's different modes in Vim, and we're going to be learning about the third one right now, which is visual mode. So what you want to do is you want to press Shift V into visual mode, and you'll see this is actually visual mode, this is visual line mode. So visual line allows you to select lines. So as you can see, if I press Shift V, it selects the entire line, and then I can use the J and K keys to move up and down to select text. I'm going to grab the entire chorus, and then I'm going to hit the Y key. Now Y means yank. It's basically the same as copy. So as you can see down here, I've yanked these 12 lines, and then now I can go down, and then paste those lines again. And as you can see, I've pasted those lines successfully. You can also combine the Y command with different commands, such as YW will yank an entire word, or YL will yank a letter. Now, what if we want to combine these together? So let's say I want to delete never gonna give, right? What I can do is I can press the V key to enter visual mode. Now you'll notice I didn't press Shift V, so it's not in visual line mode. Visual mode only selects characters and not entire lines. So I can now press L to go over, and then I can press the D key to delete. Now, we're almost done with the entire tutorial. I have some niche keys that also will be used a lot. So, to go to the beginning and the end of a line, you press 0 to go to the beginning, and you press Shift 4 or the $ to go to the end. So 0 goes to the beginning, $ to the end. Now something else you might want to do is to edit at the end of the line, or append, and that's done by Shift A. Shift A will bring your cursor to the very end of the line, and it will also put you in insert mode so you can start typing text. Now another thing to mention is that, just like I said, you can use I to insert before the cursor, but what you'll notice is that A actually inserts after the block. So the block is on the end right now. If I press I, it goes in front of the end. If I press A, it goes after the end. To go up and down long distances, you can use the G key. So if you press G twice, it goes to the very top of the file, and if you press Shift G, you go to the bottom. GG for the top, and Shift G for the bottom. It's kind of easy to get those two confused. Now some other commands that I found useful are just like inserting above and below. So if you press the O key, it makes a new line below what your cursor is at right now. Now I can type hello world, and then if I press Shift O or capital O, I make a new line at the top of the file. I mean at the top of the cursor. Now I can delete this, And let's say I make some edits. This is the final step. If I make some edits, like, I don't know. I'll just write hello YouTube again. If I make some edits, I can do what's called a command. And that is, I press the colon, and you'll see at the bottom, it has this colon key show up. If I press :W, it saves the file. So :W for writing the file. And last but not least, the most important command is when you want to exit Vim. And a lot of people get stuck in Vim forever because they don't know how to exit it. And how you do that is you press :Q, and that quits Vim. So something you can do is you can combine write and quit to do :WQ to both write the file and quit the file. Now I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video.